Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're outside with Shadowfax again because I just wanted to follow up. When I talked about registries, I didn't really talk about everything. And the reason I didn't is because I didn't want the video to be forever. So there are some other registries and such that exist that you may or may not be able to register your pony in. Okay, your mini horse. So I did want to talk about that just for a minute, and then I want to talk about like sport organizations and local clubs, because those are also important and you'll get a lot of enjoyment out of joining your local clubs. So first, let's talk about a couple other registries. There are registries out there that have specific requirements. So you might be a mini horse, but you still might not qualify because they're not really mini horse registries. So one of those is the Falabella Miniature Horse Association. These are horses that can trace their bloodlines to the original Argentinian Falabellas. So, for example, Shadowfax can't be registered with them because he can't trace his bloodline back that far. Well, he can, but not to them. So that's a specific kind of registry. So you would probably be registered with one of the main mini horse registries, and then you would also be registered with the FMHA. Their website will come up here in a second. So it's really one of those things where you're registered if you can be, but most of us can't be. You have other things like the Pinto Horse Association of America. They're not specifically for miniature horses, and again, their website will pop up. They allow the registration of all pintos, including mini horses. So if you have a pinto or a horse that is genetically a pinto, so Shadowfax is genetically a pinto, but he's not obviously presenting as a pinto, but he is genetically. I know, he's gray, but he's genetically a pinto. So they allow the registration of pinto mini horses. So you can register your pinto mini horse with them if you like. They actually offer classes and awards at many of their shows specifically for pinto mini horses. So if you have a miniature horse that is, oops, so if you have a miniature horse that is a pinto, you might want to consider registering with them. There's a lot of other examples of very specific registries. So you may want to register with one of those registries. There are also, I didn't mention, like, for example, the British Miniature Horse Association, the BMHS. They handle registration in the UK and a lot of Europe. And obviously, there's also the Australian Miniature Horse Association, the AMHS. Again, their website will pop up too. But they handle registration in New Zealand and Australia. So depending on where you are, you may not use one of the larger American registries. You might end up going with a smaller registry because that's what's in your area. Basically, you want to research what is in your area, who governs the shows in your area, and that's who you want to try to be registered with, because that means you can participate in their shows and their clinics. So moving on from registries, I wanted to talk about sport organizations because they're really, really fun. If you are interested at all in doing something kind of athletic with your miniature horse, then really I want you to look into the availability of these sport organizations in your area. So if you're interested in combined driving or pleasure driving, you might want to look at a sport organization such as the American Driving Society. Again, their website. Hi, buddy. I thought you were ignoring me. Oh, kissy, kissy. Oh, nice. How wonderful. I thought you were ignoring me. You were. Oh, kisses? Ah, I love you too. Okay. He was ignoring me for a while and now he's not. Now I feel better. No, now I get the butt. Okay. Kiss, then a butt. Fine. It's fine. Whatever. Anyway, so if you're interested in combined driving or pleasure driving, check out the American Driving Society. Again, website. There will be different societies in your area and different clubs. If you're interested in agility, the International Horse Agility Club, they're fantastic and it can be a lot of fun. So joining the appropriate organization will let you know about upcoming events, shows, clinics, the different news, and it can qualify you for the shows and awards in that registry. So figure out what you want to do with your mini, if you want to do anything at all, and then register for the appropriate organization. The sport organizations are so much fun. Okay, Shadowfax doesn't compete because he sucks. He doesn't move fast, so he's not really good at agility. And driving, he can do it. He's trained for driving, but he doesn't go fast. So he is not fast. So therefore, he sucks. So we don't make him participate. He doesn't like it. He's afraid of other horses. It's not really suitable for him. But I still attend events because they're fun and hilarious. So if you get a chance to join a sporting organization with your pony, do it. Okay, they're so much fun. And you can get a lot of tips on training. You can find clinics in your area for training for that particular event. Ask around, get a train. It's a lot of fun. I really recommend it. So if you can, you absolutely should join a sports organization for your pony. We don't with Shadowfax because one, he's not good at it. Two, he is afraid of other horses. If you've watched, yes, I know. If you've watched some of the videos about Shadowfax, you'll have heard me mention a couple of times that he was pretty neglected and he was stuck in a herd where he wasn't allowed to eat. So he's naturally very skittish of other horses, which is a shame, but it's also just the way it is. So we don't do that kind of thing, but if you can do that kind of stuff with your mini, I really recommend you do. Okay. Lastly, I wanted to talk about local clubs because local clubs are fantastic. Local clubs are often associated with a registry or organization that is larger. So your local miniature horse club might be associated with the American Miniature Horse Association. Ours is. And so that's a really good way to make contacts, to network. And it's also a really good way to just get in touch with other people. Okay, you could learn about upcoming shows through your local club. You could learn about educational events, which are some of the best things you can do. So if you have a local club that has clinics and educational events, you really should join it because it'll help you with training your mini horse. It'll help you with working your mini horse. So it's just an overall good thing to do. It's also great for networking. You'll find other pony lovers. And local clubs often do breed promotion at larger horse events. So if you can't really figure out how to get in touch with your local pony club, try going to a large horse or a standard size horse event and see if your local miniature horse club has set up a booth. Often they have, and you can find out information that way. It's a great way to meet other miniature horse lovers. I'm a miniature horse lover and I love our local club. It just lets me keep in touch with everyone. I get to go to events, have some fun. I don't take my pony, but I show pictures and people love him. So I really, really recommend joining a local club if you've got one. So take a look at what's in your area and definitely have fun with your mini horse because that's really what it's all about. Animal welfare and having fun. That's about it for us here at Andersen Acres. We'll see you tomorrow.